Well,
Well, now, tell us about you had a recent reunion, didn't you,
yes,
with
well,
the Lee Williams?
Yes, the Lee Williams Orchestra, another band that I had played with, and Carolyn didn't with this one, except on a cruise ship. But that's an interesting story. I took early retirement from New York life, from my manager's job, and I had more time for the 3 T's: trombone, tennis, and travel. But the trombone part is what we're talking about. The Lee Williams Orchestra had a reunion in Omaha of people who had played with the band 30 and more years before. And we made an album, and they they videoed the whole thing for public television. They made a documentary out of it, and it won many awards. It's called The Last of the One-Night Stands.
Ooh.
And it was well done, and it ended up in the Smithsonian Institute.
Well, we have a clip from that, I understand.
I think we do, yes.
Should we take a look at that?
Oh, that'd be fine.
Okay, we'll take a look at the clip now.
From the heart of the nation, the Lee Williams Big Band Reunion. 30 years ago this exact weekend, the Lee Williams Band closed. The musicians and vocalists have come back for this last of the one-night stands. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce to you the man who led one of the most popular dance bands to ever play the Midwest. Here he is, our dear friend, and once again our maestro, Lee Williams.
You know, you can travel a lot of distance. You can be tired. But when you get on the bandstand and the theme song comes on, it's all over. You feel good again, ready to go. We're going to play our theme, a few bars, one more time. Blue World.
We call the Big Band era. These men were members of one of the most popular traveling bands in Midwestern America, the Lee Williams Big Band. They had emerged in the aftermath of the Great Depression, when big bands had become an important part of everyday life. Big band swing had done the...
Well, there you were, in all your glory.
Yes, well, something sequential to that, Nancy, that we enjoyed was that as a result of the band reunion and the documentary, some travel people saw it and heard the band, and they said, great idea for a big band cruise. So we played on 3 or 4 of those, and Carolyn sang on some too. But we were on the SS Norway and the Song of Norway and the Regency Sun with the same Lee Williams band, and we had a good time.
Well,
interesting.
You have certainly had an interesting and exciting life together.
Yes.
And it gets better and better, doesn't it?
I think it does, yes.
Because in our next segment, we're going to talk about something else that was a big, exciting thing for people all across the country. And when we come back, we're going to let you know the latest achievement and show business achievement for the Bowers when we come back, so stay with us.
Every year, an estimated 500,000 women past 45 will have a heart attack. Nearly half will die. Ask your doctor or call us, because what you don't know about heart disease may kill you.
Secretary of State George Ryan wants to remind you that as motorists, we need to keep an extra eye out for children on bicycles. As parents, it is important to teach our children safe cycling habits that will last a lifetime. So pick up a copy of the Illinois Bicycle Rules of the Road at your local driver services facility and take time to go over it with your children. Together we can encourage children to cycle safely.
Welcome back with Carolyn and Phil. Now, I have to tell you something. Last fall, my mother called me and she was very excited, and she had seen Wall Street Week.
Oh, yes.
Faithful watcher of Wall Street Week, both my parents. And she told me about this LaGrange Park couple who had played on it, and she just thought it was wonderful, and she was describing it to me, and I was so sorry that I missed it. But I think it was sometime around the New Year's program.
That was a replay.
Yes.
We were on the highlights of the year.
I know it, and I was watching it, and I think Louis Rukeyser said something to the effect that it was one of the most requested segments that they had all year. Now, we have a clip of that in a minute, but to set up the clip, tell our audience what I'm talking about.
Okay, Phil, you do that.
Yes.
Well, I wrote a song in '92. It's an original tune and original words, and I played it for an investor friend of mine, Jim Rogers, and he said, why don't you send that to Louis Rukeyser of Wall Street Week? I think he would like it. And up to that point, I had done it just for our own amusement. But I did send it to him, and he liked it very much. So then, at the end of '92, it was shown as one of the highlights of the year. And I like his phrase, this indisputable international cultural highlight of the year. I memorized that.
Well, I would too.
And then we wrote another one for this year, and it was shown on July 9th and 10th. And we've just finished another one that he hasn't even seen.
Well, now, I think it's really something to get on a program like that. As far as I know, they've never put a segment like that on Wall Street.
It's the first in 22 years that the show has been on.
Isn't that?
So we're proud of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you know that it was going to be on?
Oh, yes.
Oh, they did tell you in advance that it would be on?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at it, because it's a memorable clip. And it was one of the most requested parts of Wall Street Week, which is a global program. I think that we should let our viewers at home in LaGrange Park, Western Springs, Indian Head Park, I think they should see it too.
Right, in case they missed it.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Yeah. In case you don't watch Wall Street Week, here are Phil and Carolyn Bowers in their debut on public television.
And finally, something for your stocking and that of your CD. An encore presentation of a feature that seems to have delighted music lovers everywhere. Even though, to be candid, I did introduce it with just a whiff of skepticism. Now, before we meet tonight's special guest, it's time for a feature we've never had on this program before and may never have again. Philip H. Bowers, a retired New York life insurance manager in LaGrange Park, Illinois, composed a song and taped it with the invaluable help of his wife, Carolyn. And we thought you might enjoy, as we did, this version of what he calls those weary stock market blues.
I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is better, but now I've got those weary stock market blues. I lost my shirt and my shoes. I can show you how to lose. When I buy blue chips, they soon turn into cow chips. Thanks to Wall Street Week, I was dancing with the elves. Those witty investors say we shouldn't try it by ourselves. I'm not a miser. I just want to be like Louis Rukeyser.
Eat your heart out, MTV.
Well, that was fun to see you again.
Well,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
it was fun.
Did you ever hear from Louis Brookhiser after that, or anyone from his program?
Oh, yes, many times.
Really?
And I would wager we've heard from 500 people from around the country.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when it was showing, we had gotten several phone calls from out of the state, Minnesota. And
Before the
Florida.
show was over,
yeah,
yes.
They were just calling, so that people
Calling
knew
you?
Yes.
Old friends?
Yes, in fact.
Many, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they were surprised to see that we were on.
I'll bet they were.
So we're pleased that your mother watched it too.
Yes. Oh, she called me right away.
Yeah.
And it was made in the LaGrange Park studio then, wasn't it? Tom Sullivan and the
Yeah.
crew at West Central Cable Commission made the tape for you. So we're proud of that too.
Sure, you should be.
Now, you said you made another?
Yes,
clip
just
of that?
a short time ago, November of '93, we finished a sequel entitled I Play Trombone Wall Street Week Style, or How We Keep the Stock Market Beat.
Oh, my goodness.
So that is the next one.
Well, now, before, we have a clip of that too.
Okay.
And as I understand, we're kind of getting a scoop here because it's being aired here before it's being aired on Wall Street Week. Is that right?
Right.
Ooh, that's pretty exciting. So our viewers here will get to see it first. But does Wall Street Week know this is coming? I mean, do they know it's on their way?
No, they don't know. They are expecting another one, yes.
I see.
But they don't know what it's going to be like.
Do you think maybe you'll ever go out there and be on his program and live, or is it more fun to do it
No,
this way?
because they generally tape their show.
Oh, they do. They do. Well,
This is much easier.
It's only about a half a mile.
and much less pressure. You don't have to worry about an interview with all those technical financial questions.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have a clip of that, and you want to watch it now?
Oh,
Are you ready to see it?
Sure.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. Here we go. This is the new clip that is going to be shown on Wall Street Week, and you will see it here first.
You remember this? Now I've got those weary stock market blues. I lost my shirt and my shoes. I can show you how to lose, but then the blues turn to gold. I've got an upbeat, up market high. My head and assets are in the sky. My weary stock market blues have turned to